Hi guys, it's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to do another live. This is my second live and tomorrow is going to be the third live. If you watched me yesterday, I was talking about 3 reasons to avoid H1b. And this is sort of interesting topic because, you know, most of immigration lawyers will totally support the H1b visa filing and I don't. Yesterday I was explaining why H1b visa is not good for you, why should you avoid it. And so if you missed my yesterday's live, you can go back and you can watch it. I think you can find it either on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ImmigrationBiz, or you can find it if you scroll down on Facebook wall. So today I sort of want to discuss sort of the roadmap, like meaning roadmap as a replacement or alternative for people who want to start living the American dream and they don't know how to start. So this is exact roadmap actually I took personally over the years. That is actually how I started before I got my investor visa status, etc. So these were steps I took before. And that's why I call it the American Dream Roadmap, because if you want to move to United States relatively quickly, I'm not talking the immigration, right? I'm not talking immigration because the immigration path is rather, I don't want to say difficult, but it's going to take a couple of years, and there are basically only, like, I would say 5 ways to get a green card. And I do have a separate video on that. So you can visit my YouTube channel if you're looking for more information about the green card, right? Okay, cool. So let's wait for a couple of you guys to tune in and I'm going to start. And I do call this a roadmap, right? American Dream Roadmap. And it's for people who just starting out. It's for people who are thinking to either get like B visa, or maybe you are in the United States on B visa and you want to change the status from B to F visa, or maybe you are even on F visa and you want to go from F visa, or maybe you are actually on OPT and you want to go from OPT to whatever next step is, right? And the H1b visa, I totally think it's a waste of your time. Because again, yesterday I talked about 3 reasons, right? So you can go back and check that video if you are interested, because I don't want to talk about it today. Today is about the roadmap. So the roadmap, in other words, is actually, I'm going to break it down for you, how I went from one visa to another, all the way where I am today. So this is going to be a live break, which I'm going to break down all the steps for you. And tomorrow I will continue. Also, for those who are ready to take action this week, I do have 40% off from the program, the American Dream Roadmap. If you enroll this week, you are getting 40% off. If you are interested, the link is about this video. If you are watching me on YouTube, it's going to be below this video. Now, I hope I'm not going to be interrupted because I have this technician here setting up my Wi-Fi. So if something goes wrong, I have to go offline and then I'll come back. All right, so hi guys, Nassim. I don't know what's your name, but good night. It's actually morning here in California, or lunchtime, if you will. But maybe it's good night. It's evening for you, so good night. Yeah, and if you have any question, guys, about B visa, F visa, change of status, B in lieu of H1b, work visa H1b, E2 investor visas, L visas, you can totally ask me, because this is how you can ask your questions. You know, typically people email me and they want to consult. I don't do free consults anymore. So if you have any questions, or if your friends have any questions, do invite them to this live stream, because I'm happy to answer all the questions. And tomorrow, same time, it's going to be another one. All right, so the first step is basically, if you are in your home country, all right, then you need to figure out the quick way to actually move to the United States, right? So what's the quick way? The quickest way, obviously, you know that it's either ESTA program or B visa. So if your country allow ESTA, that's great, but if you come on ESTA, you cannot really change the status. You cannot do anything. After 90 days, you need to leave the country. So I would suggest you go with B visa. So in the American Dream Roadmap, there is exact program, step-by-step guidance, how you obtain the B visa. So that's how I started. Actually, I started on J1. And I changed from J1 to F1. So you can arrive on B visa and you can change the status. The beauty about B visa is that you can literally change the status or extend the visa for additional 6 months, right, in the United States. Well, you cannot really do that with ESTA. So you change the status from the B visa, you arrive on B visa, but you have to be careful, guys, because strong ties, important, you have to show strong ties. If you don't have strong ties, then you're not going to be approved. Period. So again, I do have a video on that, how to establish strong ties. You can find that video on my YouTube channel. Strong ties, keep that in mind, especially if you're applying for B visa. Now, in my program, I actually prepare you for the interview because you need to be prepared. You need to know what to say, what not to say, and how to actually properly fill out the DS-160 form because 50% of B visas are actually rejected. All right, once you arrive on this B visa to United States, you have 6 months. 6 months is the longest period out of, actually not the longest. It's the length of stay with B visa compared to ESTA, which is only 90 days, way better because you can change the status. So if you have a choice, obviously go with B visa. If you've never been to United States, you can come on ESTA, take a look, and then later consider B visa. Once you arrive on B visa, obviously, I don't know like what is your exact plan. I mean, my plan was to enroll to school. That's why I changed from B, actually from J1 back then, to a student visa. Now, in order to change the status from B, let's suppose you are in the United States on B, to a student, which is the F, right, F1, then you have to be enrolled in school, okay? You have to be enrolled in school. Each school is different, college is different, requirements for universities are different. So if you obviously want to have the fastest way, I would suggest ESL school, which is English as second language. I have a great friend in San Diego who is actually running one of these schools. He's director. If you need help, just shoot me an email, office@immigrationbiz.com. I'll connect you with him. Great guy. I think we did like a couple of videos, so you can scroll down either. You can check the history on my Facebook wall or just go back to my YouTube channel. And there should be a video with this guy. So you can enroll to this ESL school, right? If you are in ESL school on F1 visa, in order to get the F1, you have to be enrolled. So you need I-20, okay? You need I-20. Yeah, if you want to talk to me personally, you need to book a call, and I charge $2.99 per 30 minutes. I don't do free calls unless you are an investor who is ready to invest $50K to $100K, and those people have. I do have 15 minutes free call consultation with these individuals. Otherwise, my time is valuable. I don't do like WhatsApp calls or WhatsApp texts. Can you guys hear me? Because it says low network connection. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Because the connection is kind of bad. That's why I have the technician fixing my Wi-Fi, and he might arrive in a minute. Just give me yes if you guys can hear me. Can you type yes? I'm just gonna continue and hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay. Okay, so basically, let's continue. All right, so what I was saying is that you change the status from B to F. And again, in my program, I talk about how you change the status, how you exactly change the status step by step, how you enroll to school, how you obtain I-20. Everything is lay down for you, step-by-step guidance, all right? So then you enroll to school and you are under F1 visa. when you're under F1 visa, you pretty much cannot work. You can only study in the United States, all right? So the ESL classes are relatively affordable compared to education, like a higher education or the university or college education in the United States, to tell you the truth. I mean, I took a loan to be able to finance my law school, which is super expensive. So, I mean, obviously you don't need a loan if you're going to enroll to this ESL school, but this is just a temporary, right? And especially if you don't speak English well and you want to at some point run your business in the future, you absolutely need to increase your skills. And that's why I highly suggest that you consider ESL school. So once you have the ESL, once you are on the F1 visa, you can extend it as long as you study, right? But typically about 3 years you can stay on F1, but you can obviously stay longer than that. There's no limit, as long as you study and as long as you pay the tuition and you are enrolled in school. Now after that, I highly suggest, and if you go to university, by the way, for those who are already enrolled and you are on OPT right now, awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are maybe considering H1b visa, right? Because you can file for H1b April 1st, which is like 6 weeks from today, I believe, or 5, something like that. Now, here's the deal with H1b, and I was explaining that yesterday. 3 reasons why you should avoid H1b. Number 1, you are not in control, right? The employer can fire you and then you have to leave the country immediately. You cannot work for 2 employers at the same time. Another reason is that there is a lottery. Last year, over 200,000 applicants actually applied for H1b. And so I'm assuming it's going to be this year the same story. And in such cases, you don't have a choice. I mean, you're going to be part of the lottery. So even if you pay the application, not the application fees, the legal fees, because they're not going to obviously charge you the application fee if your petition is not selected. They're just going to return the petition because you were not selected. So, you know, there is no guarantee, guys, with H1b, period. When the employer fires you, you have to leave immediately. Hopefully that's not going to be the case, but I'm just saying. And third, there is no drastic career growth or professional growth. That is my opinion. If you are an entrepreneur running your own business, you can literally 5x or 10x your income, your growth, scale the business. If you are smart and if you have mentors, the right strategy and the right mindset. So, you know, eventually you can totally be more successful if you run your own business, whereas you are employed. Because in my opinion, and because I'm an entrepreneur and because I couldn't find the H1b visa sponsor, I just started my own business, right? It was a blessing in disguise when I'm looking back. And so if that's something that you are considering, or maybe you just can't even find this H1b visa sponsor, which might be the case, right? Then the plan B can be, if you are, for example, from non-treaty country, like you cannot apply for E2 visa, you can consider L visa, you start the company in your home country and then manage the business online and then come back and open up affiliate office, you can consider L visa. Guys, this what I'm sharing here today with you, everything step-by-step guidance, the exact blueprint, the roadmap is included in the American Dream Roadmap. The link I already shared is about this video and I'm giving 40% off. So you're getting like this huge value. There's like a bunch of different programs included, exactly step-by-step blueprint. And you're asking me how to get a visa. Well, you just asked the right question and the answer is, the exact answer and solution is that program. The link is about this video, guys. So that is how you get it, right? Because what I'm sharing in these live streams, these are information. You need to understand the process. But if you actually want to work with me, you know, I actually charge higher fees than my programs. My programs are very, very affordable. Those are like super cheap programs. You're not going to find a lawyer for this super affordable price ever. The price for this program, if you include the discount, 40% off, this is how much I would charge for one consultation with me, and you're getting literally all the programs. On top of that, I'm giving bonuses. Number 1, how you can apply for a green card lottery This year in Diversity Visa Lottery, it will open up in October, but you will have the exact blueprint, which is one of the bonuses, all right? The second bonus, I'm giving the mindset of aspiring entrepreneur or immigrant. You need to have a certain mindset to be successful, you know? And if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to succeed, period. That's the way it is, guys. And, you know, people think it's all about tips, strategies, who you hire, who's going to help you. No, guys, yes, that is important, but that's 20% of your success. 80% is your mindset. I would never move to the United States and be where I am today if I didn't have the right mindset. I had to work on my mindset every single day over the years. I enrolled to different courses, seminars, and I'm still working on my mindset. Like, I feel like I'm just getting started, honestly. I don't feel like I have accomplished much, to be honest. I want to help like a minimum 10,000 entrepreneurs move to the United States within the next couple of years, a minimum, and make a difference, you know. So if you are asking me like, how do I get started? Like, what do I do if I'm in United States on B visa or on this student visa? What's my next step? How to make it happen? This exact program is for you, because it consists of several different programs designed to show you the exact roadmap. If you ask me how do I get the work visa, you know, I always talk about the entrepreneurial visas because you in fact have a control. You know, looking for a work visas is, in my opinion, and again, like, I don't want to insult anybody here, you know, I'm focused on entrepreneurs. You know, there are different lawyers who will do H1b visa for you or H2b visa for you. If you are in that category, that's amazing. You can totally, you know, consult with different attorneys. And if you're looking for your own way, your own path, then exactly the program that I'm talking about here is for you. And also there is additional bonus where I'm breaking down everything you need to know about E2 visa, which is the entrepreneur visa, versus L visas, because people all the time ask me, should I go with E2 or should I go with L visa? Well, obviously, if you have a choice, go with E2. Again, everything is explained in the program, why, pros and cons and everything, and also the strategies that I'm using to actually help my clients, and I do have 98% success rate with E2 visas. Also, the L visas would be plan B for people who cannot apply for E2 at the first place. So that is something that I always tell my clients, people who want to work with me, and also people who are typically attending my live webinars. You know, if you have a choice, go with E2 instead of L. And there's like a bunch of reasons why I say that. So again, you will have access to that as well. So you will understand like what's the best strategy for you and what will be the next step. All right. So I hope that you enjoyed this live. If you guys have any question, comments, you can always leave them below. If you are watching later, the replay, catching up later, you can also ask your question. If you are watching me on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Any question, comments, leave them below. And also, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you receive weekly updates. All right, guys, I'm gonna be back tomorrow, same time. And tomorrow I'm gonna just do short Q&A so you guys can ask any questions you have. And again, about the B visa, F visa, change of status, B in lieu of H1b, E2 versus L visa, and how you incorporate and how you start your business, because that will be the next step. And if you are someone who is in the United States, you are a student, you are on OPT, I'd say start with your company. You know, you can incorporate, but here's the deal. After your OPT expires, you know, you can incorporate entity, however, you cannot work there. While you're on OPT, you can still work there, but after your OPT expires, you cannot work anymore. So you can hire someone who will manage the business for you. And at that point, you would be you need to consider either, well, actually not either. E2 visa would be the visa type to consider. Unless you're someone who is already running a business back home and at least for 1 year, and then you can open up affiliated office. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. See you next time.